How do there, guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV, where today I've got something a little bit different for you to take a look at. We've got some darts. These darts are from the 1960s. They are made of brass and they weigh just 15 grams. They are these darts here. These unicorn prize winner darts. Now, it's interesting. I like to go to car boots, and I went to a car boot recently and I saw these and I thought I've just got to get these and have a go with them, have a throw with them and see what they're like. Really old sort of unicorn darts you'll see here. See on the side we've got unicorn, the big name in darts, sort of advertising they still use now, and everyone wins with unicorn, one of the changes that they've got. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass one of these darts in a second to Zach, who you'll see spin around like some sort of Bond villain, and I'm going to pass one to him while we have a little look through them. And also, I'm going to put a picture up on the screen. Now, the first things that interest me about these, before we get the lowdown from Zach Thornton in his Thornton Dance top, is how interesting it is. In the 1960s, we've got this cardboard box. Very limited amount of plastic, even on the insert. And then we changed and put plastic into things, and it's like now we're trying to get that out. The other thing that's quite interesting is this flight and stem system. It's like an all-in-one built system, which is what we're kind of going back to now with these new sort of all-in-one systems that are coming out as well. Zach, what can you tell us about these old darts?
Well, they're brass. They're knurled. Quite a common thing with brass darts. They're about 38mm long, so quite a short barrel, quite similar to what a Keith Deller would use, and then they're quite thick as well. They're probably about 8mm thick, so probably similar to your Ryan Searle sort of barrel almost. So,
sort of against my little
but
finger there.
Almost half the weight of Ryan's at the 15 gram, and then also you'll notice that in the rear there's the stem hole. It's a lot bigger thread than on a conventional dart. So if you try and put a normal flight and stem in there, it's going to be loose. It's going to wobble, it's going to fall out. So quite interesting at why maybe they changed. And yeah, the all-in-one system, obviously.
What's interesting about the all-in-one system, actually, if you look, and you can probably see it in the photo as well, is the flight is actually right on the very end of the stem. Now, in the modern times, when they cut these stems, the cut, you can see, would actually come down to here on a modern stem setter, which means the flight would be lower down. So actually the flight further up. And if we look at even at these new sort of all-in-one systems, it's changed so that it's further down the stem. So the stem actually looks like it comes higher up, where there it's just like plonked on the top. Interesting. See how they fly, shall we? Okay, so let's have a look at how these babies fly. Just got to get a grip on these darts, so a bit of a re-grip there first of all. And actually, the lightness of the darts, just being 15 grams, makes it feel like you've hardly got anything in your hand, which actually makes it quite easy to throw. The arm just comes through and the dart just comes out quite nice. And they're actually landing in quite a nice angle there. Found a treble 20 there, not too surprising. Actually enjoying the throw of these darts. I've always really enjoyed throwing light darts, and the one problem you get with light darts is they're normally quite thin, but these give you quite a lot in your hand, probably too much in the hand, but that comes down to the material. Obviously brass not weighing as much as tungsten, so you need a lot more material if you want a thicker dart. But you can see I'm already starting to enjoy this, picking it up quite quickly. The darts just sort of slide in off each other as well. They don't sort of bounce off as much as you get with a more dense sort of tungsten dart. Might just be my throw or how I found it with these, but have a little throw at the doubles, see how they go, because I'm starting to think now that maybe, just maybe, I could beat like a standard pub player, for example, with these darts. And luckily for me, Zach Thornton of Thornton Darts just happens to be on hand, so we can have a little game. Best of 3, 5-0-1. Lovely ton start there for me. Nice bit of grouping. Like I say, these darts just sort of slide in off each other. Zach here with his improved throw, so a less elbow drop in there. Been working on that quite well. Still work to do, but it's all a work in progress, as they say. Another treble 20 there. See, looking good. And the darts, you see, they're not bouncing off each other. That's something I found quite interesting about these darts. Be interesting to look further into the materials of that, because I do get quite a few deflections. It's interesting to see that these just sort of slide down. There isn't a lot of grip on them, as we've shown you before, even though it looks like there is. That knurling doesn't quite come out very aggressively. Good lead here. I've had a treble each throw. Zach on the 180. Doesn't get the 180 though. Nice lead here, 70 points plus these. That's another treble 20, first start. This is a good leg coming down. And you see, even though it's quite congested in there, you see how the dart just slid over the top? It didn't bounce off. Interesting parts. Interesting darts. Treble 20 each throw so far. 12 darts and on a finish. We need 15 gram 1960s darts from Unicorn. Again in the treble. You often find it's on the doubles, where if you're going to find problems where you're thrown with different darts, it's the doubles that will normally highlight the problem. So we'll see how we get on here. That double is sort of switching around the board. 54 the shot. Lovely in the big 14. Double 5. And it's a doubly. 18 dart leg. Double 5, double 15. Not planned, I will admit. It wasn't an attempted doubly, but I will take it. Nice doubly there. 1-0 to the Edgar. Thornton's probably thinking, what on earth? He's just gone out in 18 darts using these 1960s Unicorn darts. I'm going to have to find something here, and he does. Treble 20 with the last dart there. Gives him 83 points. Just a 41 there for me. Lost a line there on the second dart. Thumbed it over into the 1. Zach also finding the 1. Zach's not found the line yet in this game. He's gone in the 5s and 1s quite a bit. But will get away with it again on this occasion. Just a 45 for the Edgar. Enjoying his throw. Both players wearing black shirts. It's Black Shirt Day. Zach is spawning his new Thornton darts tops. You see there his little logo on his chest. He's so proud of these. He made his girlfriend sleep in one of them. Made her wear it all night. I don't think he's got 10 of these tops. And he just changes from one to the other. I've not seen him wear anything other than these Thornton darts tops recently. Absolutely loves them. He's got loving this leg as well. Good lead. I was going to say about 100 points, but there's 100 for me. So actually, 12 darts in. I mean, last leg I was already 100 further in this one, so... Again, straining those 5s and 1s. That's the second 11 of this leg. Could find himself in a spot of bother. And does. Back-to-back tons there for the Edgar. I do like a light dart. I really do. I am working at the moment to maybe look at dropping down to 19 grams. I dropped from 23 to 21. And we're looking at potentially taking another 2 grams off and going 21 down to 19s. That switch to the 19s didn't work there in the 7s. Leaves 110. Zach way back though on 224. 18 darts. I'd wrapped the game up in this amount of darts last time. This time, still on 110. So giving the lad a bit more opportunity here. 32, not good enough. Not good darts. 164 for Zach. 78's a bit of a switch around the board, so he's probably going to feel quite happy. He's going to get 6 darts at this point. Great last dart there to leaving the 82. Puts him in touching distance. And that's what I mean. When you switch around the board, you're going to get those darts just dropping a little bit lower. You don't get the weight of the dart right when you go around them side shots. When you're playing with different darts, you tend to find it a bit trickier. Bull will be the option here. Leaves him 25-17 for tops. Bull would have left in double 16. And he pings the tops. 82 finish for the Thornton. Takes it 1-1. And we go into a deciding leg. Now, I think we all know that's going to get the Edgar's back up, don't we? He's not going to want to lose to the Thornton. Good dart over the top of the first one. Nice ton. Finding the range like he did in that opening leg. Good start to the game. Late release from Zach. Feeling the pressure, but a good recovery there. 85. Both players finding a red in the opening leg. Oh, but Edgar finds it again. And again. 140. Ton 140 to open the leg with the 15 gram 1960s unicorn darts. Oh, Thornton's responding. This game has just warmed up all of a sudden. 95. He's still 60 points behind though, despite finding a red with each of those visits. Again, straight in the red for the Edgar, he's thinking. He's got to work this out right and switch as well. The 19, all the bullseye there was the shot, and the 19 leaves him the 167. The ball would have left the 161 if he got the 25. So good target. Oh, and Thornton, he's feeling it now. This is a good leg though from Edgar. 167 is on the finish after 9 darts. It's on the treble 20. Misses the 19s though. Happy enough with that. 99. 2 darter after 12 is quality dart. You'd be happy with that if you're throwing with your own darts. Never mind some 1960s 15 gram brass unicorn darts. Thornton's in trouble. He's a long way back. 68 left for the Edgar. This could go in 2. It could go in 2. Good dart on the wire, can slide in. Doesn't get the weight right. He could see the frustration there. Only a 64. Leaves him 4, double 2. Thornton 241 points behind and not making too many inroads. There's a bit of inroads. 160 points behind still though. Double 2 for the Edgar for the match. Double 1. Just underneath that one. That's a long way underneath that one. Thornton could steal this from underneath him with a 164 finish. Something you'd clip and you'd see forever, but not to be. Poor visit there. Double 2 for the Edgar for the match. And there it is in 1 dart, a 19 darter. He won the legs in 18 and 19 darts, confirming he can beat Zach with these darts. An 18 and a 19 dart are there to beat Zach. Zach did take out that 82 finish. But how does it feel to be beaten by these 1960s darts?
Well, it is you throwing them, so it just goes to show that a good player can throw anything reasonably well. But yeah, quite impressive really.
It's interesting because when we speak about like that knurling on the dart, it's actually really... It doesn't feel very grippy at all. It's very smooth despite the knurling. Knurling, you'd normally expect it to be a bit more of like a rough feel to the dart. Either way, I win. Point to me. Don't forget to hit your like buttons underneath, guys. That's the thumbs up. And I'll catch you soon for some more Edgar TV. You're not going to say bye?
Oh, bye.
Edgar TV.